back once again. Happy New Year. It's 2019 and we are really happy to be providing you guys with another episode of Pipchasers. Again, Happy New Year for myself, Nathan.
And yes guys, welcome back. Myself, Travis. We're here in Rebirth HQ to come and bring you some content, obviously of course to do with financial trading, Forex in particular.
Now, to help you guys out even more get into the Forex market and more importantly, earn from Forex yourselves, we want to also introduce today our FX trade signals. We're encouraging everyone to join our journey to becoming successful individuals and through the art of trading. Okay, so I want to let Travis break down the details of Rebirth's FX trade signals and exactly what they are and how you can get involved.
That's it guys. So here at Rebirth, what we do as experienced traders, we analyse the markets on a daily basis, and what we do is provide our members in our group, in our Rebirth Society, with the exact same trades that me and Nathan place. So every trade that we place on our platforms, you guys will also be trading as well.
Yeah, so to put all of that in a nutshell for you guys, we're going to tell you what to trade, we're going to tell you when to trade it, and we're going to provide you with updates of when to bring your trades into break even, and when to close your trades off. So that's what we do in a nutshell.
That's it guys, so literally all of that's done solely from your smartphone. We do all the hard work, you just earn the rewards from joining the journey. Okay, so guys, we're bringing something fantastic to you guys as well, only for January. So literally guys, what we're bringing to the table, to the 31st of January, anyone that joins Rebirth's Forex Trading Signal group, you'll be given £50 bonus from ourselves to trade with in your account.
That's right guys, so sign up. Everyone that signs up for our trading signals during the month of January, you will receive a £50 bonus from us directly to you. This £50 can be used to put in your trading account, boost your trading account to boost profits, or just use for any reason you want to use it. But a £50 cash bonus coming for us to everyone that joins our signals group during the month of January.
So simple as that guys, so all you gotta do, go to the website, enter your details, get started, or follow one of ourselves or the Rebirth Instagram group, Instagram page, and literally drop us a direct message and we'll get you in, as simple as that.
Okay, then so what we're going to do, we're going to keep things moving and we're going to go straight into the charts and show you what we do as experienced traders, which is technical analysis. So I'm going to let Travis start that off with you. What pair are we going with first? What pair are you looking at?
That's it guys, so today I'm splitting up guys, so I'm going for a bit of Euro CAD and a bit of USD CAD. So Canadian dollars involved in my trades this week, and going into next week, that's what I'm going to be looking at. So first thing, I'm going to look at USD CAD. Okay, so starting on the high time frame, so we're looking at USD CAD on the weekly time frame. As you can see here guys, we've had a very bearish leg to the downside on a weekly closure. So as you can see, we've been in an uptrend, and don't get me wrong guys, we are still within a long-term uptrend from June 26th. Literally, as you can see, creating swing highs, swing highs, swing highs, swing highs, guys. So literally, at this point now, at the end of last week's closure, we had slowdown of momentum at a weekly time frame, as you can see here, on a weekly key level. That's where my turquoise trendline key level is there at 135.890. As you can see guys, over the past 5 trading days, we've had a pullback closing underneath my weekly key level and touching my monthly strong key level here guys. So as you can see, we could call this a very bearish momentum, bearish engulfing candle formation. Here guys, as you can see, I've got a weekly trend line going across the bottom here. It's a long-term trend line, but it gives me that confidence and that understanding that I'm still within an uptrend, as I was speaking about previously. You could also insert a inner trend line because we've got extra, because we've got additional swing lows here, which is also another key level on the charts to look at as well. So from here, guys, just looking from a weekly time frame, I can see that momentum to the upside has been heavily stopped by reaching the key level and coming back with some heavy momentum to a monthly key level, which is above and touching a weekly moving average. Simply, I'm going to step down, guys, step down into the daily time frames. So as you can see, if you was trading this throughout the week, guys, it's Friday that I'm looking at this chart now, but as you can see on Monday and Tuesday, momentum was slowed down. As you can see from the end of last week as well, Thursday, Friday, we had a doji Thursday, we had a doji this week, Tuesday, so momentum was heavily stopped. This then created some bearish momentum candles on Wednesday. Wasn't a clear execution in regards to the downside, but it gave you that strong confirmation of any upwards trend stopping for that mean time. As I can see now, guys, I've had a super massive, I've had a super duper shooting star on Thursday, continuing into today's session, which brings me down to my monthly key level at 133,600. So as you can see, guys, I was talking about that upwards trend here, which we are still within. What's my next thoughts for this pair? So literally, guys, as I was saying on the weekly time frame, which has more momentum and more confluence than a smaller time frame, I'm looking at downwards momentum. Before I exit an uptrend, guys, I'm looking for a break of my trend line, as you can see, which is around the 133,360, just beneath my monthly key level. So two confluences that I'll be looking for is a break underneath the monthly and a break of this trend line, which is a third trend line break. I'll perhaps be looking for a retest of my monthly key level in the trend line before more continued downside momentum to my weekly time frame of 131,350. Before that was to happen, guys, I'm going to step down to the 4-hour time frame and see if I could get any pullbacks before exiting this trend line I was talking about previously on the daily time frame. So as you can see, price has come down and it's just about meeting the zone that we've got around the monthly key level. Literally, we have momentum now stopping. You could perhaps see a retest of our daily key level here. Wasn't as visible on the higher time frames, but we do have a key level around 134,600. You could see a retest of this before heavy momentum to the downside and the retest and continuation. But as I can see from this, guys, it's a clear indication of a slowdown on bullish momentum, creating recent new highs, and we are looking for some significant lows if we do break this trend line, as you can see on my 4-hour time frame here. So that's USD CAD, guys. Simply in this context, I was simply talking about trend lines and key levels in this example. So that's two, and obviously candles as well. Three major confluences that help me with my bias with USD CAD. Nathan, am I okay to go into Euro CAD?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Perfect, guys. So literally straight into Euro CAD. I'm not gonna lie, Nathan, I've missed these Pipchasers episodes. I think it's been about 6 weeks since we brought one to you guys. So let's get straight into it once again. As you can see, guys, Euro CAD, bit of a similar story. We've had that bullish momentum on the weekly time frame. Last week, we reached a weekly key level. Each of these key levels are significant levels going past or going back years and years of price action. So each key level has to be taken seriously before thinking of any momentum in that direction the trades just came from. So as you can see here, guys, once again, I've got a bearish momentum candle closure this week from the euro. Had a lot of euro weakness this week, guys. And as you can see, if I was to use Fibonacci in this sense, just from a downwards trend, people could treat this as a Fibonacci retracement. Right now, it's testing off a 50 fib. Could I see bullish momentum into the upside? Not too sure, especially with Brexit coming up within the next week or two. However, for me, just looking from the candles, once again, momentum to the upside has weakened, and we are seeing bearish momentum just from a weekly time frame point of view. I just want to step down to the daily now, guys. Now, this is where it gets interesting. This is where the candle, this is where the chart is a bit more advanced compared to the USD CAD. I was looking for a trend line break perhaps, and a retest and then continuation. As you can see here, guys, I've actually had that break of that trend line. So it was Friday, was it Friday? It was Thursday night. I was looking at shooting stuff. I entered my trade on the 31st of December, expecting it to be on a bearish momentum after reaching this key level here. Just to give you a heads up, guys, this candle here could be classed as a hammer. A hammer always indicates more bullish momentum. But without this key level at 156.369, I perhaps would have entered the trade to the upside looking from a candle formation. But once again, a weekly confluence is always stronger than a daily confluence, I would say. And some sort of resistance was met, which led me to continue my bearish bias to the downside. So as you can see, over the past 2 days, I had bearish momentum. I had a retest, you'll probably be seeing a bit clearer, or retracement on the 4-hour time frame. But I had a retracement, which created the long wick on Thursday session, pulling back down to create a shooting star. Now looking at this shooting star now, guys, that once again indicates more bearish momentum. For me, for example, it wasn't until so this is where I closed my trade. Now going into today's session, which is Friday, I have to take into consideration if I was going to get a break or a bounce. Reason why, we've come to a strong monthly key level here. So I could have saw a bounce off the trend line and a pull back up to the upside. But looking at the Euro index and looking at some Euro data coming out on the Friday session, kind of gave me an extra confidence in regards to, am I going to see momentum from the Euro to the upside? I couldn't see that. So that's what made me go in from a trade to the downside, breaking out of the trend line. Sorry, the upwards trading channel, as I can see here. So since the 30th of November, we've had swing high, swing low, swing high. We had a pullback and then we had a swing high reaching my weekly key level. We've now had that break of that trend line. At 152,400, guys, we have a daily key level. The reason why it's a key level on a daily time frame, because on the 4-hour time frame, you can see that this price from the Euro has been touched multiple times here, here, and as you can see, closing up on Friday session, we had a touch here. So what this indicates to me now, guys, so this would have been my exit on my trade at 152,500. That's where I closed my TP on Euro CAD. What am I expecting? So as I said, on a weekly time frame, I'm expecting bearish momentum going into next week. However, can I perhaps see a pullback and a retest of my trend line before continuing to the downside? So if I put in my Fibonacci retracement tool, guys, from where we've had that bearish momentum during the week, we had a pullback to the 50 fib, or just below the 50 fib, which was giving me, and certain candles are giving me confluences of a possible reversal, and it had the downwards movements to my D1 and my D2 targets. As you can see, my daily key level was in between my D1 and my D2 targets. So that was another good confluence for myself in regards to pricing in 152,500. So now, as you can see, we've kind of got that pin bar here, we've kind of got a lower high, which is perhaps it's the doji. Dojis always perhaps sometimes indicate a change in direction of a trade, especially coming from heavy downwards momentum. So this is where, for me now, guys, I would then perhaps use the Fibonacci tool to then find any possible retracement levels before continuing to my downside targets, which would be another key level. So as you can see here, guys, working around the 38 fib, the 50 fib, and perhaps the 51 if it breaks within the channel again. These are all key levels that I can see the price breaking up to before more bearish continuation. As you can see here, guys, if the price reaches 38 fibs, D2 extensions are usually likely to take place. Also lines up with my monthly, and my D2 extension also lines up with a key level that I would have inputted on the weekly time frame. So just to show you an execution zone, if you was a very aggressive trader, you can perhaps trade the retracement if there is a retracement. If we see it going into Monday session or Sunday night, possible reversal candles, we could perhaps trace this on Monday going up to 100 pips, and looking for that bearish confirmation and that continuation to the downside to 150,800. Just showing you with my risk reward ratio there, guys. That's a lovely 280 pips. Stop loss above the 78 fib just to be on the safe side, and obviously moving your stop loss to break even once your trade past a certain key level, going into momentum to the downside, guys. So that's my 2 trades that I was looking forward to break down to you guys, and I'm happy I broke it down to you. Nathan, with no, what I was going to say, but Nathan,
What think you say with further delay?
Nathan, with no further delay, go ahead.
Okay guys, so our first trade I want to quickly break down is going to be Euro JPY. This is actually a trade that's live in our trading signals group right now. So you can break down some of the reasons why we chose a trade like this. So what you can see now, guys, I'm on the weekly price chart for Euro JPY. And the first thing I want to notice is that we're in a downtrend. So as you can see here, we've gone from all-time highs, swung down, and then retraced up to call that 150, okay? So as Travis mentioned, we use Fibonacci. 2 reasons we use Fibonacci is 1, to uncover unseen levels of support and resistance, and also to see where price extension and take profits are. So if we do that on a weekly key level, we can see that price retraced up to here, and we've made the start of a double top formation. Now, what we need to be aware of, guys, is the bottom of the structure right here. And this is kind of what we call like a final confirmation. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'll go down to the daily chart and let's delve into that more deeply. Give me 1 second. So we're going to get the bigger picture like we've just done and go down into a more detailed look at price action. So we're in the daily chart right now. You guys can't see, but I keep looking at the camera, but the camera's not even on me right now. You guys are in the charts for myself. So we're in the daily chart right now. So I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see what I'm on about. So I've zoomed out. You can see this bottom of structure here. So this is not what you call a trend line that follows the general trend of price action. This is more of a technical charting pattern, which is acting like a dynamic area of support and resistance. So I've got my dynamic floor here, which I'm going to press for you right here. So it's acting like a dynamic floor. So as the price approaches this dynamic line here, reversals have happened here back in June 2016, and I could also zoom out to 2012 as well. Okay, so what we're waiting for, guys, is a break of this dynamic support and also a break of our weekly at 120.80 for a confirmed strong bearish trade and bearish bias. But at the moment, zoom back into price action, we actually rejected quite aggressively off that dynamic support and brought price back up. It was like 400 pips, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
good. On all the G pairs, there's about 400 pip dive down to the downside, and since then all the pairs have managed to recover back to their levels that they were at the start of the year, around 123.60 in when we're talking about Euro JPY. Okay, so lastly, we're going to go down to the 4 hour and look at the other opportunities that we put in the group today. So taking a look at the 4 hour price action, we can see here that we broke below our monthly resistance, which is a strong resistance that's proved time and time again. It's a price that price action will either react with or be drawn to. So it's great for us to have these monthlies and weeklies in place to give us a structured look on how price is moving. They say price moves like steps. I'm still looking at the camera. They say price moves looks like steps. So we have these steps and segments to really segment price. So lastly, we can see that this was your trade from today. We've got our daily resistance and our daily support right here. And you can see that the 6 hour candle is formed a little bit of a doji after some bullish momentums. So for this trade, it's looking good. It's looking good. What we're basically seeing here is that the bullish momentum is beginning to sway, and we've come to the red MA, the SMA, which can also act as a slanted area of support or resistance. And you can see that we're coming to that now. The momentum is starting to fall. The momentum is starting to slow down. We're at daily resistance, and we're expecting a U-turn and bearish momentum down to our daily support, even maybe the weekly. So that's Euro JPY. What we'll make sure we do that is update you on this, whether it's next week or 2 weeks' time. But it is a 180 pip target, so we expect this to either have been, if successful, this trade will be done by mid next week, late Friday by the latest. So keep you informed with that. Hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of 2019 from us at Rebirth. Pipchasers, we're giving away £50 bonus to everyone that joins our journey. Now I'm looking at the computer screen.
It's all over the place. It's all over the place.
We need a director,
but the content's there, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.
We need a director.
Any directors that want a job,
comment,
subscribe,
like our shit.
Yeah, but guys, once again, obviously for you guys that love trading, I hope the content was valuable today. But the guys that are just interested, that just want to know and dip their toe in trading, signals. Every time someone opens an account with Rebirth this month, £50 cash, card, in your account, however you want it.
There you go, nothing to lose guys, everything to gain. Dated and how the trade signals are going. All figures will be listed on our social medias, so check that out if you get a chance.
Guys, fun Pipchasers. We'll see you next time.